Today I'm making pizza, and for a long time now I've been trying to make a. I gotta learn how to speak English better before I start making videos. It's too dark. Something about, I'm sorry for what I said before I had my coffee. I'm not actually sorry for what I said before I had my coffee. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I wasn't paid to be. Ever lose a fear because I wasn't paid to be. But jokes aside now, I can't come out on social media. I can't make my big debut and my grand entrance as somebody else. People say fake it till you make it. But at the end of the day, I gotta be candid. I gotta be open. I'm not doing well. I'm not doing terribly, but I'm not doing well. I still have the anxiety. I still have all the fears, all the little quirks. I don't leave my house much. I have OCDs. I'm a germaphobe. I don't like to go out. You know, you justify why you don't do it. Some people might really enjoy being home, which I do. But there's a lot of things that prevent me from leaving my house. The main things are fear. I'm not going to lie. I can't come out here and be someone that I'm not. I have a lot of strengths. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be anybody else, and I do have confidence. But there's a lot of things that prevent me from actually living my real life, and I don't want to come here as an imposter or somebody else. So I just want to start my channel like this. I want to walk you through my life and how I'm trying to improve, where I could break the chains of, insecurities, fears, all these little phobias, all the OCDs, anxieties, depression. I have complex PTSD on paper. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen death. I've seen some family members murdered and died, and death in my whole life, and it's sexual this and molestation. I can't live in the past, but all these things have made me a certain way, and it's not good. It's not good. I'm telling you, you can't use it your whole life, because your life's going to come and go, and then you're going to feel terrible and miserable later. So I can't come out here faking it till I make it, because, a lot of people are really going through shit. And a lot of people are just putting on a smile and these masks and these fronts and facades, but they're not doing well. And I truly believe this leads to all the depression. Could be aggression, could be violence, it could be self-harm. All these unresolved things, and people think they just have to wear this mask. It's like a pressure cooker. And then they go out there and then they explode because they haven't dealt with anything. Today I'm making a pizza. The story behind this was my father in 1988 was opening a pizzeria overseas. In 1989, just before it opened, he got murdered right in front of the pizzeria. We saw the whole thing. It was horrific. It was a terrible experience and very traumatic. I don't want to live vicariously through my father, but I do enjoy making pizza. We used to spend quality time together. He used to let me make the boxes for the pizzas. And he used to give me quarters and, I don't know, was it quarters or nickels? I can't remember. Back in Canada, I was young, for the Pac-Man and the two arcade machines that were on the right-hand side and next to the Coca-Cola machine. Or was it a Pepsi? I don't know. It was good. I used to enjoy that. And that was quality time that I spent with my dad. He used to take me to the shop with him. It was great. And he wanted to open his own. He got killed. He lived a very violent and turbulent, but yet extravagant life, you could say. Died at the age of 39, didn't even see 40. Anyway, that's my father's story. I used to love watching him make pizza, and it became a passion of mine. So today I'm going to walk you through that. It's not going to be a long video. I don't want to show the whole process of the video of making pizza. I want to enjoy the pizza. To set up in a small kitchen is practically impossible. I moved, and I don't have much space to set up the camera. I want to show you bits and pieces. I'm going to go get the dough now. But if you stay tuned, I'm going to show people, without being an imposter, I'm going to tell you how to do it with anxiety. I'm going to let you know how I get through with depression and anxiety, debilitating anxiety and depression and little fears I have on a daily basis, and how I make it work, and how I'm trying to get beyond that point so I can live a more fruitful, fulfilling life before I die. I think about this every single day. I get stuck playing Tetris and all these games on my phone. I'm thinking to myself, I find every single way to distract myself, but I'm going off topic again. Today I'm going to make the pizza. And this is a quick introduction to my channel. And the Freato Zubrito name I gave my channel is basically so my friends don't find me, because every time I created a channel, my ex will find me. There was negativity, sabotage, people actively ignoring you and this and that, and it was getting on my nerves. It wasn't helping my anxiety, and people know this. I don't want to say all people are bad, but some people are pretty, I don't know, sick. Maybe they have the same problem as me, but it comes out in another way. They might have their own insecurities, and the way they unleash it is through sabotage and malice and hate. They don't know how to deal with their own emotions, their own dissatisfaction in life. So they come out and do that. That could be a theory. But that's not my problem. I want to do my channel. That's why I came up with this name. And there's a funny actual little thing behind it. If you don't like what I'm saying, I'm not talking to you, but to anybody that doesn't like me for no reason, they're always Freato Zubrito. You'll understand in the future. I'll explain that to you. So today we're going to have that pepperoni and cheese pizza, and there's not going to be much more talking. I'm just going to have my coffee, and that's not me farting. That's my slippers getting stuck to this stupid vinyl tile, whatever it is. Thanks for watching. I'm JD. Much love. And I'm not going to go back on this one. I'm actually going to put it up because I feel liberated. I feel real. I feel genuine and authentic by making a video like this. Before I get on and I'm trying to flex and this and that. And don't get me wrong, I want to get back at the shape because I have my stomach is hanging over my pants. I'm actually sucking it in at the moment. I don't feel good. I'm living in Sydney, Australia at the moment. I don't think I'm going to be here forever. I've been here for a long time. It's the weekend here. It's Saturday. It's the 21st of March. Oh, man. Maybe that's why I'm making this video. I didn't even know. I swear to God, I didn't even know. Today's the anniversary, the 8th year anniversary of my brother's passing. That's sad. Now, here's the dough. It's not really rising as much as I wanted to. I don't know what I've done wrong today. Made a couple of mistakes. Last night I made a poolish, which is a little starter, you could say. And I put it in the fridge, and I didn't put enough yeast in. I think I hardly put a speck of yeast. It didn't create the gluten network that I was looking for. But I used the poolish anyway. This is 2 different types of flours by Caputo, very good. Usually they make a really soft and fluffy dough, but I don't think that's going to be the case today because I made a mistake with the poolish and I think that yeast I'm using, that dry instant yeast, is it's had its time, you could say. It's been sitting in the cupboard underneath the heat for months, maybe 6 months. But it rose a little bit. I'm going to break it down and make it into little balls. Anyway, let me do this. Sorry, not in a passive-aggressive way, but I just had to get that off my mind. It's actually a very nice dough. I'm going to cut a 320-gram ball, and I don't know where my pizza cutter is, so I'm just going to use any old knife. Put it on the scale, come back in a sec. Pretty close, 306. Now, make it into a ball. Place it on a little bit of flour. Cover that up now. Let that rise for, I would say, another hour. Heat the oven up. We're gonna make this pizza. I'm gonna cut 2 more balls. This is enough here to make 2 more portions. Fresh basil. We're using pecorino. We're using the shredded mozzarella. I'm using sodium reduced salami, even though I shouldn't use it because of my kidney stones. Shouldn't be having pizza at all, to tell you the truth. I'm hungry and I want it. I'm craving it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so basil, cheese, pecorino cheese, mozzarella, the dough, the red sauce, a little bit of salt, and that's pretty much it. These pizzas are just good enough. Simplicity is the key of life, I believe. You overcomplicate things, it becomes a little bit of a ooh-ah. There it is. The sauce, the cheese, and when you get the salami in a second. After you put the sauce down, you put this. This gives it a sharpness. It takes away some of that dullness, you could say. A little bit more, so we could stretch this thing. Put a little bit on top. Since it's already proofed, it's not gonna make a difference anymore. It shouldn't tear. If it does, I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Move this over like this. Now, what we're gonna do is get the sauce. Now get the pecorino. Look at that. A little bit more because I love pecorino. Put this down. With this, I like a lot of basil. You're gonna think I'm a freak. That's okay, I don't care. Okay, this is pretty much a basil pizza. You get your cheese. This is sodium reduced, probably wouldn't make much of a difference. Still salami, processed meat. But I love it. Even though it's not the best for your health. It's the edges to make it extra large. We're going to bake this bad boy. Some olive oil on the edges later, then put it in the other oven. I can't wait any longer. Check this out. Check that out. Check that out. Look at the crust. When we cut it up, we're gonna eat this thing. Look how beautiful this is. Have a look. I'll take a piece. Look at that. Can you see this? Look at the cheese pull. You gotta fold it since this is one of those traditional pizzas. You have no idea. That's the pizza right there. I'm gonna have a little slice. I gotta wash my hands. Alright. R.I.P. to my father and my brother. They both died, prematurely. They didn't live a long life. This is for them, for my dad's pizzeria on my brother's anniversary. Now I'll finish this piece. My God. Thanks for watching the video. I want to enjoy my lunch, and I hope you do too. I'll see you soon.
Blessings and peace.
I hit the streets as a young child. Me and my brother ran wild, dodging and ducking a crazy man. In the meanwhile, we feared for our life. The same dude that killed my daddy took us into his past. Yo, he beat up on her ass, but my brother got it much worse. I saw some blood leave his eye, I thought he's gonna die. I couldn't do shit to help it, couldn't even prevent it. In the time we were born, I resented. My brother was in the corner so helpless. The beating escalated, motherfucker, he's relentless. To get him off my bro, we just some little boys that's been taken away from childhood joys.